This advertisement where it's like a girl swimming.
Yo, what?
You don't want to wipe the water away because you're gonna have kids see this YouTube.
Nah, that's crazy. YouTube AI ads are absolutely horrifying. Now look, over the last year or so, AI has become absolutely huge. It's seriously starting to take over people's jobs, and on YouTube, it's seriously starting to take over. Basically, every single YouTuber you watch right now is using AI in some sort of way to make their YouTube videos. However, one thing that we really haven't taken a look at, which I definitely think needs attention, which no one seems to be talking about, is the YouTube ads. YouTube ads, ever since AI has become popular, have turned absolutely insane. They are completely disgusting and absolutely disturbing. And considering the clip we just watched at the start of this video right here, you guys already know this is about to be absolutely awful. Today we're going to be exploring some of these ads which are literally corrupting YouTube and are being shown to literal kids, which is by far the main problem with this. I mean, look, some of these AI ads, right, they're meant for games, and a lot of the time they show stuff in the ad that isn't actually in the game, but some of these ads are just extremely misleading, sexually suggestive, and just nowhere near the actual reality of the game. And when they're being shown to kids, that is a huge problem, because YouTube fails to moderate them at all. And so if you think that these YouTube ads should absolutely be deleted from YouTube, make sure you leave a like and subscribe so more people are aware of this, because no one is talking about this. Now, in saying that, there is one person that talked about this, and that YouTuber is named Timeworks. A lot of the ads I found today actually came from this guy's video, so make sure you go check him out. But anyways, let's begin with some more of these ads, so you guys truly know what I'm talking about. Yo! Yeah, right, like, we're starting off pretty tame, but I think just the simple fact that there's so many bright colors everywhere, everything's all bright and bubbly, and clearly it's all, like, cartoony, meant for kids. There should be something said about the fact that the guy's literally taking all of his clothes off while there's a pretty woman walking towards him. And look, the thing about this, right, is that it's not just the fact that the ads are weird and that they're extremely suggestive. That is the main part of this video, but it's also the fact that the ad simply just doesn't represent the game at all. It's just a misleading fantasy, and YouTube is taking the money to run with it. And the thing you gotta understand about this, right, is that it is not in my best interest to talk about this in a negative light. I literally make all of my money from YouTube ads. So for me to be talking bad about YouTube ads means that I'm kind of putting myself at risk here. But the simple fact that so many kids are probably seeing ads like this, and more of the ads we're gonna be watching in today's video, proves to me that it's a big enough cause that I just need to talk about stuff like this. And look, the thing about these ads, right, is that there's a lot of other people that don't really have that much of an audience who are speaking out about this, but no one's really talking about it, which is also another reason I'm talking about this today. YouTube is near unusable thanks to AI and scam ads. I mean, look, we've seen so many ads that like deepfake other YouTubers. I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of those Mr. Beast ads where it's like, oh yeah, you're a lucky person watching this video right now who just won an iPhone. And people think it's legit because it's Mr. Beast. Because of AI and things like Sora AI 2 and ChatGPT, everything like that, it's become so much easier to pretend to be a huge YouTuber or a credible figure and act like you're giving something away to just scam people. And YouTube, because their moderation system is so bad, just completely miss all of these AI generated videos. But for some reason, and I'll keep coming back to this, whenever I react to videos on YouTube or talk about problematic content, YouTube decides to give me, the Glider Guy channel, community guideline strikes instead. That just proves how broken the YouTube system is and how it needs to change. Now look, I've said this before, right? I don't think AI is necessarily a bad thing. A lot of people seem to think that I hate AI or that I think that AI in general is just terrible. I don't think that at all. I think AI is extremely useful in a lot of scenarios. It's giving smaller companies a lot of leverage, and on YouTube that works as well. A lot of smaller channels, if you're a smaller YouTuber and you want to compete with a bigger YouTuber, you don't need to hire a huge team anymore. You can do a lot of stuff with AI. You can do a lot of research and make sure that you make good videos using it. But the thing I do understand is that there is a line when it comes to AI. When literally everything is AI, when the entire YouTube channel is AI and it's just pure slop, then obviously that's a huge problem. That's where AI can be taken way too far. And when every single ad on YouTube is AI and it's literally just being used to scam people, obviously that's a problem. Now look, so far this is starting to get a little bit problematic, but I think this gets extremely bad and extremely problematic when we talk about more of the ads that we saw at the start of this video.
This advertisement where it's like a girl swimming Obviously you don't want to wipe the water away because you're gonna have kids see this YouTube. Like, what the heck? So I'm not gonna show what's under there, but
yeah, okay, thank you for censoring that. God damn, that was actually just ridiculous. The fact that that's actually an ad on YouTube baffles me. How are YouTube allowing this sort of stuff on their platform, but then when I, Glider Guy, call it out, you take my video down instead? It literally makes no sense. And look, for that simple fact, I can't show a lot of the ads that are on this video today. If you want to see this sort of stuff uncensored so you can really get a feel for just how problematic this stuff is on YouTube, make sure you go follow my Spotify page, which will be linked in the description and in the pinned comment. I upload all of these YouTube videos that you see on this channel on Spotify early and uncensored. It's literally a win-win for everyone on Spotify. But anyways, now we move on to this next ad, which is for Brown Dust 2. Okay, already right off the bat, I wanted to let that play out, but what are we doing in these animations, bro? Now, editor, if you can find any visuals for this actual game, Brown Dust 2, let's put it in the background here. I want to show you guys a side-by-side comparison of the first 6 seconds of that ad we just watched and the actual gameplay right here. Bro, it is a light and day difference. This is the problem with modern advertising on YouTube, especially with AI and all that sort of stuff coming into play, and YouTube's moderation seemingly getting weaker and weaker. This is, first of all, got nothing to do with the game, it's extremely misleading, and it's extremely sexually suggestive. How is this allowed on YouTube? It makes no sense to me.
危うく重大事故になるところだ。
Okay, never mind. They literally just proved themselves wrong in the video right there. They showed that first bit, which editor, please censor this because I don't want YouTube to give me a strike, and then immediately followed up with gameplay that looks absolutely nothing like that. What was the reason for having that first 10 seconds right there, where you had to censor the private parts of this girl right here? There was no reason to do that. And look, if you think that one's bad right there, apparently they're now dragging Pokemon into this.
what the heck is this, YouTube? Some sort of Pokemon, but they're not wearing anything at all?
Yeah, I mean, come on, YouTube. There's literally no, like, there is no excuse at this point. Pokemon is a kid's game. I don't care what anybody says. We've already talked about this in a video before where people were using Pokemon and turning it sexually suggestive for literally no reason at all other than to get views and money. Now we're seeing YouTube ads which are clearly made by AI that are somehow slipping through the cracks. It does not make sense. Now, unfortunately, I wish I could say that those are the worst ads we've seen so far, but those are only the video ads on YouTube. You guys haven't seen anything when it comes to just normal picture ads on YouTube. You know when you're scrolling through your YouTube homepage if you're on your phone and you see ads that are literally just one picture? Let's have a look at some of these now because these are ridiculous. Help me get this ad taken down. YouTube is enabling PDF files. What a surprise. I was just on YouTube and saw this ad. Now this is not the first time I've seen an inappropriate ad on YouTube. I've seen ED pill ads and ads about a game where insects F each other. I'm not kidding, there were literally moaning sound effects in these. And it shows a drawn character which literally depicts a here. POV, me when I found out this app has no filter. What are you talking about, no filter? Also as well, this might be a little bit of a stretch, but this is also something I noticed. The text color here, the literal color palette in terms of the text here, is the exact same as the P-Hub website. How on earth are YouTube ignoring this? It's seriously ridiculous. At this point, there are some people at YouTube that need to be investigated for letting this slip through. Now we have another ad, literal in YouTube AI ad, and no one from YouTube has decided to take it down. So this right here I'm assuming is like a wallpaper ad, and it's this literal AI Bro, anyone that actually installs this app, I seriously need to investigate you. Please drop me an email if you actually have this thing so I can report you to the police because this is ridiculous. Kids are getting these ads too. A day in the life of a masturbation-addicted single male. How is YouTube even allowing this? People complain about Roblox security, but this type of ads is getting out of control, and they're doing nothing about it. It's ridiculous. Honestly, couldn't have said it better myself. The fact that this exists is just ridiculous. I think the worst part about these ads isn't even really the fact that they're being shown to kids. It's the fact that they're literally depicting kids. It seems like only a few years ago where you would literally have to go to the dark web to find material like this. Now all you have to do is literally just be a kid, go onto the YouTube homepage, and find stuff like this absolutely everywhere. Anyways, look, my final message to YouTube, please just do something about your platform and actually moderate it. Anyways, I'm so done with these YouTube ads for now. Click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.